Welcome to the weather forecast for the week beginning Wednesday, September 20th, 2023. This is Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth for Longmont Public Media. Friday, September 22nd, right before we have fall hit, we have a first quarter moon. The sun is still keeping up the solar activity pretty vigorously, and there's different geomagnetic alerts going out almost every day, and people are seeing some great aurora close to the poles. First day of fall is Saturday the 23rd, and it's finally in the week ahead, so very nice. It happens just past midnight locally, so that's why it's the 22nd officially, Greenwich Mean Time. Looking at drought conditions, nothing really changed. So the dryness down in the southwest corner. Nationally, things are getting worse in Texas and a little bit worse in the upper plains, but that's about it. Smoke-wise, we're in the clear. Still a fair amount of smoke coming down the central part of the nation. For rainfall, yeah, we did get some rain. We're not going to gain in the near future, but a good portion of the state, including the southwest, did get at least a half inch to an inch in spots. Okay, we'll have a couple more weeks of watching the climatology of the severe weather expectations. September, and the fourth week of September, just a small area in the central plains and a little bit up here in the north, Ohio Valley, I guess. Nothing else. What's actually going to happen? A little bit of severe possible over here in Idaho, Utah, a little bit in southeast Oklahoma, northeast Texas. Moving to Thursday, we're dry here, but not far away. We're expecting a dry line to set up. A little spot of slight chance in North Texas. And then up in the Nebraska, South Dakota, Kansas area, we got slight risk on Friday. Looking at the surface map for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we are in the dry, just the eastern plains and northeast corner get a little bit of activity. Heavy stuff in Montana. That's pretty heavy rain. Our normal temperatures are dropping from 76 to 72 over the next 10 days. Nighttime is 46 to 42, and that's one of the emptiest 10-day ensemble precipitation forecasts I think I've seen. There is some moisture in the west. You've had cloudy days for the last few days. But it's mid-level stuff, and we're just dry down at the bottom. So even when we got the showers, a lot of it was evaporating before it got to the ground. Notable, Saturday morning, we're just dry, but there is this homebrew, they call it, for fun, system that should get together down here in the Bahamas and move up to the Carolinas. Right now, I think it's expected just to get to tropical storm force because it's going to have such a short life. And then another one moves in. This is October 1st, so a couple weeks from now. But just not much to say. So let's take a look at the overall pattern and animation. There's this low up here, but it really doesn't affect Colorado. We have a ridge in place. It kind of pushes into the ridge and then slides away. The ridge comes right back. Giant high here in Mexico. The ridge is just sitting over us. There's not much to say about this next 10 days. I'm sorry. It's just quiet. Yeah, there's another trough coming in, zooming by, but that's more of a Wyoming and Montana storm again. Okay, so for temperatures, we do get some cool fronts coming in. There's the cool air with that trough in the west. We are above normal temperatures going through the rest of this week, and then here comes some cool. You can see the cool front spreading down. We warm back up as the cool goes down in the Texas Panhandle area, above normal again by Tuesday, Wednesday next week when the next video is made. See another blob of cool pushing through and a cold front coming down Friday, September 29th, the September 30th. A little cool air east of the mountains. So for moisture, it really isn't much to talk about because there isn't going to be any precipitation, but you can see the dry air through the atmosphere, and that's kind of the pattern into the future. You can see this tropical system over here nicely moving right up into the DC area. weakening. And for surface moisture, we got 20s and 30 dew points out here. Yeah, look at that, 18, 27. That's why you're not going to be getting much in the way of storms. Really dry air. 17 dew point up here, 32 dew point. Yeah, very, very dry through the weekend and into next week. So looking at precipitation, we can watch this system come together down here in the Bahamas and move up. I don't think right now it even has a name. Oh, sorry about that. I tried to get that in between the bells. Yeah, but you can see Colorado just remains high and dry. You can watch down here to see if I went far enough for us to see the next tropical system that the model creates. I don't know if it's going to be real or not, but it's Thursday, September 29th. There we go. You see it peeking in here. We are still completely dry out west. Going over Cuba, and that's it. So over the next 5 days, spotty stuff, western slopes up in Wyoming, nothing there. Snow, just a few spots in the high mountains. Over the next 10 days, very little change, very little in the mountains. So go into the weekend in 80s, we cool down with that cool front. Then we're back in the 70s, still above average all the way through, 5 to 10 degrees above average. Very low cloudiness, and I just given it basically zeros all the way through. So for frequent weather updates, won't need to do it much for the next 10 days. Check out the Longmont Leader, longmontleader.com, with great local news stories as well. This has been Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth saying, keep looking up.